How's it going, guys? Welcome to Blade Show 2019, and we got some special guests today. We've got Alliance Design with Kevin Foster, who's one of the designers as well, and we're going to be looking at some really rad knives that these guys have going, starting with the Angry Baby Bear.
All right.
Right?
Yep.
So is it the Angry Baby Bear or just the Baby Bear?
It is the Angry Stubby Baby Bear.
Angry Stubby Baby Bear.
Right.
And I'm bad with my intros, guys. This is Eden Ho as well. So this is one of the owners of Alliance Design, and then again Kevin Foster, one of the designers. So let's jump into this first knife.
Sure. So the Angry Stubby Baby Bear was designed by Ray Laconico.
Yeah.
He was the first designer to sign on with Alliance, and this knife itself is it's special in a few different ways, right? First of all, the blade steel is RWL34. It's a titanium bolster lock with carbon fiber inserts. And so I guess what makes this knife special is because Ray released the Baby Bear model, and then he has he has a bear model.
Right.
Then he has a Baby Bear model.
Right.
But then there was a lot of requests to make it even smaller, and so that's why it's the Stubby.
The Stubby, okay.
Yes. And then the Angry is the Tonto.
Right.
So
it's the type of grind that he does on
exactly.
it. Right?
So it's the Angry Grind Stubby Stubby Baby Bear.
So long name, but really rad knife.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Great. And just a milled titanium pocket clip on this side.
That's right. This is Ray's like standard, what he uses on his customs. Mm-hmm. It's the same design.
Yeah.
The finish is actually a stone wash, just to give it a little bit more contrast. But personally, this is, it's a beautiful knife in my opinion, and it's very, very rare from Ray's custom production.
Right.
So that's.
Yeah. Well, and when you talk custom and production, this is kind of what Alliance does, right? Like you guys started out as just avid knife collectors.
Yes.
And kind of transitioned into getting some of your buddies who are knife makers and doing some production versions, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what we did. I started collecting knives in '99, productions mainly. Customs I started about 6 years ago. Ray was my first custom. And so, I probably had like over a dozen of his knives. And then we became friends, and everything just kind of snowballed. And,
cool.
As we continued to crank out his productions, more and more of our friends or knife makers, kind of signed on. And that's kind of what has brought us here today.
Kind of like Kevin, right?
Yeah.
Which actually takes us to one of Kevin's designs. So this is the Anchovy. Correct?
A little easier to say.
Yeah, a little bit easier than the Stubby Angry Baby Bear. I kind of like Angry Baby Bear, though. There's a mental picture there I kind of like. So Anchovy. So tell me about this one.
So it's a titanium frame lock, 3.5 inch cutting edge. It's got a long, sleek blade, so you can get a lot of reach. Pretty traditional in shape. It's Mayo-esque. I'm a big fan of Mayo. He taught me a lot about making knives and gave me permission to do some of the design stuff. So like I do a lot of holes in my knives and milled grooves and things like that. Good guy, solid designs.
Yeah, solid designs.
This side, this is my signature milled pattern for the lock relief. And we hid the pocket screw clips, the screws on the pocket clip. So it's a milled titanium pocket clip.
That's great. And what's the blade steel on this?
RWL 34.
Also that.
Yeah.
And then to show you guys kind of, Kevin actually brought the custom of this version. So to show you guys kind of the difference between what you'll get with Alliance and what you get with the custom, let's go ahead and open that up and we'll show that as...
So this would be a full custom version. This is black Timascus. It's got like a little bit different because it would be full Timascus, a little more work in the backspacer, but they're very similar. Actually, very I didn't even hide the screws on this one. So
yeah, it's a little bit cleaner here. Huh?
But hand rub blade, but pretty amazingly, they did an amazing job making these. Alliance really stepped it up.
Yeah, and now you guys were telling me at the beginning that you guys, Alliance, you guys will get a knife from one of the makers,
right?
And then you guys put a little twist on it.
That's right. So so Kevin will provide us either with a CAD or a physical sample, and once we have that, we basically add our own secret sauce, so to speak. And so like sometimes we'll add grooves, sometimes we'll add holes, sometimes for example,
sometimes you add blue screws. I don't know about the blue screws.
Kevin's not a fan of blue.
No, they're good.
But it's there.
It's awesome. Blade HQ has these with the blue screws.
Yeah, we like that blue.
They're awesome.
Yeah. So for us, we chose the blue anodization for the screws And so, you know, that's kind of like how we, you know, kind of differentiate our products from his customs.
Right.
You know, like his has a floating backspacer, ours doesn't. Ours just has like a slight chamfer.
Yeah, it's a nice touch. Pretty good.
No, I like this. I like this. Yeah. Well, and the cool thing about this is not only, I mean, Alliance Designs, right? It's like an alliance of makers, right?
Exactly.
Coming together and making some production stuff,
Yeah.
and you guys facilitating this. But also, you probably have, you know, everybody on our channel, you probably have their ideal job of working with great makers and then being able to put your own little twist on some amazing designs,
Yeah,
right?
it's been a real honor. You know, it's like a dream come true. I was collecting for many years, and then I guess, you know, there was a gap where I just felt that, you know, a lot of these designs from custom makers just wasn't getting into, you know, the mass marketplace.
Right, people weren't seeing them.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I have a full-time job besides the knife making. I'm like a part-time maker. So for me to produce knives that can get in everyone's hands, it's not really feasible. So
Right.
Eden made that
Yeah, so-
happen. Like
so
someone
being able
can-
to,
more people can get the knives, which is, I think it's great.
It's awesome.
It's just that no more blue pivots.
Yeah, no more blue pivots. You know what? Let us know in the comments if you guys like the blue pivot. I like the blue pivot personally. I think it's solid.
A little sandpaper would work.
Yeah. Right? All right. And so, what's this one here?
So this one is actually one of our newest collabs. This is with Jeremy Marsh, and this is the Chisel model. This is with M390 steel. It's a shadow boxed titanium liner lock.
Okay.
So the scale is carbon fiber.
Yeah.
Obviously, the liner lock is titanium. And the thing that's a little bit different about this is that it has a tip down carry.
I was just about to ask about that.
Right.
Yeah, because usually for me that's a cardinal sin. So there's got to be a good reason here.
Well, I mean, so when Jeremy first designed this, it was a tip down.
Okay.
Now he has made other iterations with tip up, but I mean, for us, you know, as a collector, I feel like I want to be true to the original design.
Cool.
And so we stuck with the tip down.
Yeah. You know, the original intention. I have to say though, I do really like the design, and the shape of the pocket clip is actually spot on.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So even though I'm not fond of the placement, it's great design.
I like it. Jeremy, I like it. I like that.
Yeah, there you go. You got the sign off. Now this next one, this one caught my eye. Remind me of the name.
This is called Slim Pickens.
Slim Pickens.
Yeah.
You guys got to experience what this sounds like to open it, because this thing's amazing. Hopefully I nail it the first try. It's really cool. And then on the close, it's a button lock. I love that sound. It's just beautiful.
You got it on the second one.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
beautiful. So walk us through this one a little bit.
So this is actually, historically, Alliance Designs has only worked with custom makers.
Yeah.
Right now, we probably have a stable of about 9 designers with us. And so we kind of just felt that, you know, we wanted to put out an original design, something that we created. And so, you know, I'm a little bit embarrassed to say, but this was a design that I did.
I wouldn't be embarrassed. It's a beautiful knife.
Thank you. But I guess this is kind of like the, you know, after collecting for so many years, customs, you know, you kind of have an appreciation, and you have different parts of a knife that you really like or admire. And so this is kind of like it's like a mix of all the things that I liked about custom knives. So like a very low profile flipper tab. You know, I like this very sleek look, so I hid the flipper tab with the handle. I like, you know, I think sometimes collecting knives is not just about, you know, the look, but it's also, you know, the stuff that's not tactile, right?
Right,
like
for sure.
the sound and
Yeah,
the
the
feel
sound.
and the action.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I tried to incorporate that all into this knife.
Yeah, this is honestly, it's a really great design. I like the belly on the blade. I like the shape. I like the design. The button lock's kind of a fun addition. And then again, that sound. We were talking about before, but Millet, you guys know, I love the Millet Orbit. I love the sound it makes. This has a very similar sound, and so I'm in love with this thing
Thank you.
as well.
Actually, there's one more thing I want to point out. So even the way that I angled the screws was so that when it goes into your pocket, it rides on the edge of your pocket
Okay,
flush.
awesome.
Right, so
Yeah.
there's a lot of attention to detail that I tried to put into this. So yeah, hopefully.
Yeah,
hopefully-
I would say that it's I would say that you definitely have what most of our ideal job would be. You work with the custom makers, make a couple tweaks, and then you get to make your own things as well. Now, I know at Blade HQ we have the Stubby Angry Baby Bear. We have the Anchovy. I'm sure we'll be getting some of these What about this bad boy?
The timeline for both the Chisel and Slim Pickens will be about 3 months from
3
now.
months. Great.
Yes.
Wonderful. So not too long of a wait. You guys know sometimes at Blade Show you see stuff here and you don't see it for like a year. So just a couple months and these will be on the website. So that's exciting stuff.
Yes, sir.
Great. Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, guys, for being here. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Zach.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks, Zach.
Yeah. And thank you guys for watching. You can check out all the Alliance Design stuff we have on the website. I'm sure there'll be a link down in the description. And make sure to check out our 2019 Blade Show playlist. And we'll see you guys in the next one.